Hello, Princess. It is night 5 aboard Odyssey of the Seas. After a rather sketchy day, you probably saw that already, it is time for some fun this evening, and the excitement will start very soon because, well, no sense in holding it for spoilers, probably in the thumbnail. It is Caribbean night in the Windjammer, which I am so excited for. I have enjoyed Caribbean night on my last 2 or 3 Royal sailings. No, my last 3 Royal Caribbean sailings. Explorer of the Seas, Adventure of the Seas, and Wonder of the Seas. Caribbean night was the best food of the cruise. So let's see if Odyssey of the Seas can keep that tradition. Oh boy, it's going to be tough. And I know I'm setting myself up for some disappointment if it doesn't, but, well, you know what? We can always figure out how to alleviate that. Okay, it is not that late. I don't think, it's not 5:30 because we haven't left yet. Or it's not 6, I don't know. I think all aboard is right about now, so we will be, casting off probably within the hour on our way to Aruba. Don't know what I'm going to do there. Haven't really made any plans. Hopefully I will get off and walk around, although I do have some activities planned on the ship, so I know fitting all of that in is going to be a little bit difficult. And I realized earlier that I've been very picky about shore excursions. I was saying earlier, maybe just because I was like kind of down, that I've done everything, I don't want to do it again. So you know what? I think on my next cruise, no, not next cruise, the one after that, no, not the one after that, the one after, no, not the one after that. Okay, so on some cruise coming up, it's not some special cruise, I'm going to take a shore excursion. Even if it's something just for fun, like, you know, ATVs or a zip line or something like that, I'm going to go do it because I'm seeing people come back and they look all like exhausted, like they've had like a really active day, and time to get back into that. Okay, I think I'm going to go and maybe, I don't know, start the evening off at maybe the Crown and Compass or maybe Boleros. I don't know. I'm just going to, like, walk around a little bit, see what's going on, and then eventually, if I can hold myself back long enough, it's off to dinner in the Winjammer for Caribbean night. And then fun and frivolity afterwards. Even though nobody watched, I still want to do an art commentary for Odyssey of the Seas. There is a distinct difference in style here versus Wonder Woman of the Sea. So I think it's worth pointing out and talking about. Very important. We are in the dead zone during dinner time. People are getting back from the ship, I guess getting cleaned up, heading off to dinner. So there's not really a whole lot to do. There's no activities or shows or anything going on. Well, there's an art exhibit. What is an exhibit? I don't know. There's an art exhibition or exhibit. Don't know where the billet came from. For Britto, but, well, I've seen enough of him. I'm going to have to figure out what to do for the next, I don't know, half an hour. I don't want to eat too early. Ooh, I'm making up words right and left, aren't I? I guess I'm very happy. It is 8:37, and I cannot read. I can't tell time. It is 5:37, and this is not going well at all. So, yeah, so much for powering through it. I'm going to look like a blithering idiot, which means maybe I really am crazy. Well, we're here, why not? Okay, I'm enjoying the Britto exhibit right now. Oh, look, how colorful. Oh, that was fun. Moving on. It is time to leave, and the gangways are in. Apparently, we are still missing 2 guests. The call just went out. They are getting ready to cover the line, so, well, I hope they're on board. If not, well, there's a lot worse places to get stuck, so well, not going to worry too much. Because it is Caribbean night, I am starting off with a rum old-fashioned from Schooner Bar, which is Bacardi Reserva Ocho, coconut syrup, and Angostura bitters. Yeah, I said it right that time. Whoa, eclipse! Heading up to the Winjammer, it is 6 o'clock. There is a show later. Well, not really a show. It's some kind of behind-the-scenes tour of the Effectors, so I do want to check that out. It's in an hour and 50 minutes, so I do have plenty of time. The rum old fashioned is quite tasty and a wonderful prep for Caribbean night here in the buffet. Now I just have to figure out a way past the washy-washy girl. Okay, I don't know, maybe she's distracted right now. I'm gonna make a run for it. So I don't have to remember. Okay, the first round is going to be, I will probably get some white rice and some Caribbean goat curry. I will try the sauteed cabbage. I don't remember that. And this festival, okay, that is definitely new. Fish escabeche, maybe second round. So And of course, the oxtail stew while we're here. If I'm feeling, well, you know what, if I'm hating myself, I will try the steamed yuca because it's never very good. And then chicken patty and cocoa bread. There we go. All right, that will be round one-ish. Well, you'll see it in a minute. Oh, banana bread. Well, that's new also. This is what first round looks like, plated by me. So yeah, everything I showed you is on this plate. Well, not everything. There's a couple things I'm gonna go back for. They have jerk roasted pork as well, and I got some jerk sauce. I am going to look for either a chef or someone wearing stripes to see if they have any chutneys out in the buffet. I haven't seen it like they had on Wonder, and that actually would be a terrific compliment to this. There's also no roti that I saw, so maybe I'll check out the bread station for round two. Either way, I'm gonna get started, so I'm gonna shut up. We interrupt this dinner for a breaking news update. We are still in Curacao. I think we were supposed to leave a little while ago, but they were still looking for 2 passengers. Maybe they're waiting? In this case, it might not be that big a deal. Captain said we will be steaming at about 7 knots on our way to Aruba, so there's really no rush to get anywhere unless Royal Caribbean, well, I know, pays for the dock by the hour. In which case, yeah, they probably would want to get out of here. All right, this round will be jerk chicken, Caribbean oxtail stew, and rice and beans, and a banana bread. And this is how it all looks, expertly plated by me. So I'm going to, I don't know, I'm not going to deduct myself points for presentation because, well, you know, for this, it doesn't really matter. Fortunately, it seems like, I don't know if you can see it, maybe a little bit better. We are finally underway. I hope the guests made it. There were only 2 of them, so, well, like I said, there's worse places to get stuck. And 10 points for the Windjammer, another example of ask and you shall receive. I was curious if they had a similar chutney to what I found on Wonder that was over at the vegan station or vegetarian station. And I showed you that a couple times. It was so good, very spicy. Surprised it was actually on the line. And they went backstage, or actually backstage? Not backstage. Well, it's not backstage. It's not below decks either. So back to the galley. And they were actually able to, well, I would say rustle up, but they actually do have a house-made mango chutney that they personally delivered to my table. So let's give it a try. Honestly, I feel bad. I hope it was worth it. I didn't really need for them to go to that much trouble. Oh my gosh, that was so good again. Another hitting it out of the park on Caribbean night. Everything was amazing. Let me tell you, it was amazing. There were no misses anywhere that I got. Even the little piece of yuca I got was edible, and that's saying a lot. And just because it's always been consistently everywhere, so that's totally fine. And the banana bread in the mango chutney, oh my god, that's like a dessert in itself. It's got some kick. So if you are spice averse, don't even think about it. Don't even look at it. You will not like it at all. But oh, I loved it. There are some things though that I do want to try. So I'm gonna grab some dessert real quick and scarf that down because it's so good. And then I want to get to the like effectors behind the scenes or something like that. Got about 20 minutes, so I think I can make it. Although I do have to make a stop on the way. But we will not talk about those things because we really should not talk about those things. It's a bar. I'm just gonna stop at the bar. It's nothing weird. This is a coconut guisada. It is from the dessert station. Well, obviously from the dessert station, but it has the little Caribbean flag. What is the Caribbean flag? A frustrating aspect of, I guess, the cruise life is you can go from nothing to do to everything happening at the same time in the space of about 10 minutes. So I am almost rushing to Effectors opening night. It's like a documentary about the show. Looks pretty interesting. So hopefully there's still good seats available. I don't know how popular this would be, and it's right during dinner hours, so I think I'll be good. Now, cruise director's vamping about something. It was just a documentary about the production of the Effectors. Spent a lot of time talking about how the whole nonsense affected the production. They kind of implied that there were a lot of injuries due to some of the protocols, which are I guess, the unintended side effects, which all these people should be in jail for. And what you really notice is the kind of lunacy that the protocols were. I mean, we're talking about these are theater performers, the healthiest people probably in the company, or some of the healthiest people in the company, and they're taking 2-week delays over and over again over the sniffles? Really? So the lesson is simply that we have to make sure that this can never, ever, ever happen again. Nobody has the power to impose this nonsense upon us because, well, as we've seen, the side effects are worse than the disease itself. Does that make sense? The cure was worse than the disease itself, and it didn't actually cure anything. But first, it's not time for breakfast yet. Since I don't know when I'll be back, I had to stop for one more round. I basically stuck to the old recognizable favorites, but there is a section that I hadn't noticed before, and that's drinks. This is a power punch. I don't know what it is, but it contains nuts and alcohol. So let's give this a try. There's also beetroot juice and ginger beer. Delicious. But to make sure we end on a high note, I'm calling it there, except for one thing, and just a dessert item. Yeah, no risk, no risk. It's gonna be good. We'll make it good. Well, slight change of plans. I did not hear what she said, but it's something with caramel. Well, I think I'm just gonna fast for the rest of the cruise. I mean, no point in eating anything else. Oddly, either tonight or tomorrow, there's a pool party like at 10:30 p.m. Come and check it out. Usually the pools are closed by then, and a little surprised. I mean, it could be a mistake. Maybe they mean 10:30 a.m. I don't know. We'll find out about that late night pool party. Are they? I don't know. Did they send a spy to Virgin? There is, in fact, a DJ party going on the pool deck. So let's go check it out real quick anyway. So if the pool net does not support body weight, what exactly is the point? And yes, we have to remember that the ship is not Miami, and arriving at the party just before midnight means it is about to close. It is another quiet night on board. Big port day tomorrow in Aruba, and I do have some plans, mostly on the ship, maybe go ashore briefly. I don't really know, so I'm gonna, begin the shutdown process. Good night. It is time for Betty Bye, a super fun evening here on, night 5 aboard Odyssey of the Seas. I did see the comic Landry. I thought it was a great show. I had heard a couple things that he didn't do too well on another past sailing, or there was some drama, I don't know, but I enjoyed the show. I thought it was really good. So unfortunately, this is his last show, or that was his last show. His contract ends now, although actually, you know what? Are they going to fly him home from Aruba, or are they going to sail him back to Fort Lauderdale? Interesting question. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed the show. So if he's on a ship, definitely go and see the show. I was surprised, though, that this was the only comedy show of the cruise. Usually, even on Royal, they do more, and on Wonder of the Seas, they did more. At least there was a family and an adult. This was just the one adult. So, interesting change of pace there. The deck party probably would have been fun if I had gotten there sooner, but it was double booked with a comedy show, so that is okay. Either way, it was a great night. Some good entertainment. Great entertainment. I mean, I'm saying good entertainment overall. A great comedy show. Would have been a good dance party, and a wonderful, amazing dinner in the Winjammer for Caribbean night. I'm going to say that is my favorite dining experience on Royal Caribbean, and the oxtail stew is my favorite Royal Caribbean dish. Of everything I've had in any venue, that is my favorite. So I continue to look forward to it every time I sail. Which means if I take weekend cruises, it's going to be kind of a hit or miss, because I might not hit Caribbean night. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not going to think about that right now. I'll get too worked up, and I won't be able to sleep. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and get ready for tomorrow. And I don't know. I missed the dance party. That's pretty much the only thing that went wrong this evening. So, hell yeah. I am thankful for my problems.